Alright, Shalom. First of all, I'm going to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. And Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this article where the headline reads, "At least 3 drivers crushed to death by trees as thunderstorms rip through New Jersey." So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says at least 3 people were killed by felled trees overnight Thursday as violent storms ripped through central New Jersey. A pair of men aged 25 and 79 were driving through Plainfield when a tree crushed their vehicle, taking numerous power lines down with it sometime between 6 and 7 p.m. In North Plainfield, a driver pulled over on Greenbrook Road to wait out the storm and was killed when a large tree fell on top of her car, according to the city's mayor. Said, "I saw the tree on the car and I realized the whole sidewalk had come up," Michelle Smith told ABC7. "It was very chaotic. A lot of people were trying to look inside the car. The car lights were still on, and after some time we realized with the conditions of the storm and the size of that tree that most likely the person had been deceased." Said none of the victims' identities have been released. Said both cities were under a state of emergency at the time as the violent storm tore through the state, bringing with it gusts as high as 80 miles per hour. Yeah, and this is judgment from the Lord, because we know that these storms are forms of the Lord's visitation. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selah. So these storms, the powerful windstorms, thunderstorms, lightning storms, hailstorms, rainstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, these are all from the Lord. All the destruction, all the injuries, all the deaths that follow are also judgment from the Lord. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. So the Lord visited Jersey with a very powerful storm that resulted in 3 people dying. Plain and simple. Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And the Lord has been sending these destroying storms that will cause trees to fall over onto people's cars, onto people's homes, cause trees to fall onto the power lines, which cause power lines to snap. Storms that can tear the roof off of buildings and homes. Storms that can shatter windows. Storms that can cause flooding. Storms that can kill people. Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. And when you look up the definition of tempest, it means a violent windy storm, particularly a hurricane or a tornado. Now, this was not a hurricane or a tornado, but it was a powerful windy storm that ripped trees out of the ground and caused them to fall onto these people's cars, which resulted in their death. It was still the judgment of the Lord. Psalms 83:14. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. And the Heavenly Father has been dishing out these storms and tempests. Tornadoes, hurricanes, tropical storms, rain, lightning, thunder, hail, just bringing continuous judgment upon different countries and different cities, causing destruction, wounding people, and killing people. And this is his judgment. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And in this particular judgment, the Lord killed 3 people by having a tree fall onto their vehicle. First Samuel 2:6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And there is no getting around that. The Lord, through his storms and tempests, killed 3 people. He sent a powerful windy storm, which resulted in these trees falling and on top of these 2, separate cars, resulting in the death of the occupants inside. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that no one has ever perished being innocent. So those 3 people were not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. And that's why they died. That's why that judgment was brought upon them. Verse 8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that is the time and season that we are in. The time and season of these wicked people with whom the Lord is angry with, reaping what they've sown in the form of judgments being brought upon them. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for those three people, it was their time to die. And that's why the judgment was brought upon them, because they're the ones whom the Lord wanted to punish. And the Lord chose to use a powerful windy storm to bring forth that judgment. And there's a lot more judgment that is in store for these wicked people. Men, women, children, it doesn't matter. Because like it says in Romans 2 and 11, there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. So anybody is liable to get punished by the Lord in whatever way he sees fit. So we can expect to see a lot more storm and tempest related judgments. Same with fires, same with earthquakes, same with car crashes and plane crashes, animal attacks, suicides, shootings, stabbings. All of these are judgments from the Lord to punish these wicked ass people. At the end of the day, everyone has to reap what they've sown. And these wicked people are going to continue to reap the wrath and the judgment from the Heavenly Father. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakudash. The Wadiyaha Bahashim Yahushai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.